Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Week 4 is underway here in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League, and tonight we have a Minor Matter versus Neglected of Nuffle, Artificial Bunny versus War Horseman, Underworld Denizens versus Pro Elves tonight. Let's take a look at the standings. The standings here in Week 4, unfortunately, show Neglected of Nuffle and a Minor Matter have been eliminated from the Chaos Cup. They will not be able to advance. They have 2 weeks left in Swiss. Just because they can't advance, that doesn't mean these 2 weeks don't matter. These are 2 weeks to build up star player points, or perhaps more importantly, 2 weeks to put some hurt on, to put some injuries on some teams that you are sure to see later in the season. I'm excited to see how these two coaches take that into account as they play each other tonight. Let's take a look at their lineups. First up, we have a Minor Matter coached by Artificial Bunny. He is a newcomer to the league and picked up a difficult team to play as a newcomer, as anyone really. These Underworlds is a tough team to play, a tough team, especially at low TVs to get started. They are so brittle, so fragile. Their strength, of course, comes from access to mutation skills. He has 3 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, and 1 Cheerleader. The Cheerleader gives you an advantage on the cheering fans kickoff event table, so that's certain to help. And that Apothecary is crucial for all this AV7 on his lineup. He has an 11-man roster. Steam Shovel, the Skaven Thrower, is level 2, and picked up the dodge skills. Dodge, always a good skill to pick up. 4 goblins, 2 Skaven Throwers. I'm sorry, 5 goblins and 2 Skaven Throwers, 2 Skaven Blitzers, and a Troll. He has a regular old Skaven lineman on the roster as well. They are not bad at all. 7337 is their stat line. Really tough team to get going. Really tough team to get going. So you have the Skaven who can play like Skaven play. You have the Goblins who are stunty, who have dodge, and can be thrown by the Troll, right? So you get a little bit of a fling play in there. You can dodge those Goblins out. They can lend assists. They can foul. There's lots of things you can do with this team. That's really, honestly, that's what makes Underworld so difficult to play. You have lots of options, and those options are just squashed at low TVs because you don't have the skills to really kit players out to be as effective as they can be. We've said it time and again that Blood Bowl is a game of luck mitigation. So whenever you are taking risks, which generally means rolling dice, you want to make sure the odds are stacked as much in your favor as is reasonable. And Underworld does that once they start picking up those mutation skills. But until they're there, they've got to keep these players on the pitch. That's what the Apothecary is for, and the 3 TRRs. That's a lot of TRRs, especially this early in the season. I think that's a good pickup by Artificial Bunny. He is coming in with a TV of 980. He will be up against the Neglected of Nuffle War Horseman's team. This is Pro Elves. He's coming in with a TV of 800. He's got a 9-man roster, 2 Skaven, 2 Elf Blitzers. He has a catcher, 2 throwers. He's down 2 players, not bad. You have a lot of positionals. You're down a catcher, so what? Lots of positionals. Look at these blitzers. These Pro Elf blitzers have block, of course, but they also have sidestep. Sidestep means that they can move forward basically for free if they get blocked and pushed. He's got the 2 throwers. They have the pass skill that gives him a free reroll on passes, and the catcher has Nerves of Steel. So the catcher, of course, has the catch skill that gives him a +1 to all catches, which means pass receptions, handoffs, and interceptions. And Nerves of Steel means he can ignore the tackle zones of those things, and pass as well, pass, catch, and intercept. So really strong catchers. MA of 8, AG of 4. Clive says he's running an AG3 Elf. Yeah, so there's 2 things to talk about on this roster right now. First thing is this lineman. This number 10 lineman has a broken neck that brought the AG down to 3. The other thing is he hasn't picked up an Apothecary yet. So were I War Horseman, I think I would sack this lineman. I would rather have I think a journeyman lineman is straight up better than a lineman with a broken neck. An AG3 lineman I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the TV. I would drop it. I would drop it and I'd pick up the Journeyman. The Journeyman would still count against your TV, but I think that AG4 is worth the loner skill you'd get in return. Also, that Apothecary is missing. He's got 70k in the treasury. Man, I would take that. I would drop the lineman. I'd pick up the APO. Like, I would absolutely pick that Apothecary up. Like, no question. You have lots of AV7 on this pitch. He's been running a really aggressive team, and we've seen that shake out as injury after injury on his roster. I really think he needs that Apothecary. Technically, they still have time. We'll see if he picks it up or not. But otherwise, yeah, he's been playing very, very aggressively with this Elven team. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. But still has a lot of positionals. And these are fantastic positionals, right? That sidestep on the Blitzer cannot be overstated. That sidestep is such a good skill. To be able to control where you go on a push in any of 8 directions is so good. Everybody has an AG of 4 other than the lineman with the broken neck. That's the big draw to elves. They have AG 4, which makes lots of AG rolls, which is by far the most common type of roll you'll make in Blood Bowl. Makes them a whole lot easier than most other teams. Decent speed as well. He's got a passing game. He's got a running game. It's going to be hard to keep him from scoring on offense. On defense, I think he needs to keep this team alive. If he can keep them alive, I think he's the favorite for tonight. But man, being down 2 players, he's going to have to pick up 2 journeymen. If he drops the lineman, he'll pick up 3, and that's going to make action order important. He can't take risky actions with the journeyman first. And when action order starts being very delicate for your team, your opponent will press that advantage and try to force you to have to take actions with your journeyman or actions with players that you might not want to take actions with first on your turn. On the other hand, Artificial Bunny, if he can play his Underworld team effectively, which honestly is just playing hard at low TV. It's really hard. I commend him for picking up this team as a newcomer to the league. But if he can play it effectively, if he can keep his players alive, he's got the APO to do it, he's got the 3 TRRs to do it, if he can manage his team rerolls, if he can try to plunk those 2 TRRs away from Neglected and Nuffle, he can start applying pressure with the goblins, maybe start getting some 2, maybe even a 3-die block with the troll, start fouling, and if that doesn't work, he can just start running players down pitch. He can thin out the defense, run the goblins past, or throw the goblin over the line. The throw is really powerful because if the troll can throw the goblin, he can throw him over the defensive line. And if the goblin lands on his feet, the goblin still gets his full turn. He can just start running immediately. So it's basically like a double movement. It's really powerful. We'll see if the 2 coaches are ready to go. It looks like they are not yet. 1 cheerleader is a good pickup, but there's no money left in the bank for Artificial Bunny. 70k in the bank for Neglected of Nuffle and War Horseman. He's down 180k in TV differential, but he has to pick up 2 journeymen. And those journeymen are going to cost him 60k a piece. That's going to reduce his petty cash to 60k tonight. But he can get a Bloodwiser Babe out of that, and I think he wants to. A Bloodwiser Babe is 50k. That gives you a +1 on your knockout rolls. So when your players are knocked out, which they are very likely to be with so much AV7, you get a +1. It makes it better than a 50-50 that they'll revive at the start of the next drive. So I think a Bloodwiser Babe is definitely the pickup. If he picks up the Apothecary, he's not really going to have anything left in the treasury. He'll have 20k. He won't want to spend that. Nothing he can really spend that on anyway. If he doesn't, that gives him a total of 130k to play around with. You can get a little bit more things with 100k, but I think it's probably 1 Bloodwiser Babe is the name of the game tonight. All right, we'll see if we can hunt down the coaches and get underway here. Give them a little ping, see if they're ready to go. Claffy says their journeymen are so good, though. Who's journeymen? The elf journeymen? Yeah, they are good. Still waiting on the coaches. Let's see if we can hunt them down. Again, this matchup, even though the two teams are out of the Chaos Cup, that doesn't mean that these games don't matter. Picking up SPP is very, very important. We just talked about that with the Underworld team. If they can pick up those SPP and start leveling up some of these players, they'll be that much better off here. You can see the Skaven Blitzer is almost leveled up. The number 6 Skaven Thrower almost leveled up. The number 12 Skaven Thrower is just a few points away, 9 points away from leveling up to level 3. So each skill that he picks up is just going to make this team get this team closer and closer to the intended effectiveness of an Underworld team. War Horseman, if he can start picking up some dodge, picking up some block, he'll be a menace as well. Even the man elves, chat was just talking about this. Clypheus was just talking about this, but elves are so, their journeymen are just so good. Like AG7, you know, their journeymen have 6 movement allowance, 3 strength, which is decent. MA of 6, really not bad at all. An AG of 4 is stellar, and then of course they're weak with the AV of 7. But even with the loner skill, that's great. That's absolutely great. They are so good. So often you might be down a few players, but you just don't care. It just doesn't matter. SP Beaver says, yeah, even if they don't keep the team for next tournament, they can still damage the teams going into the next tourney. They can indeed. All right, I'm gonna see if I can round up the coaches. There we go. It looks like coaches are ready to go. Well, almost ready to go. All right, both coaches have now been accounted for. They're still getting ready. The inducement phase, I really don't think will be too tricky. Again, if War Horseman decides to, I still think I really think he needs that Apothecary. AV7 is just so brittle. He needs that Apothecary to save players. But otherwise, he's getting 60k in inducements, and I think that goes into a Bloodwiser Babe. I really think there's no question what that inducement goes to. Claffy says, there's nothing that comes with more than AG4, is there? No. Of course, you can go up higher. We've solved the mystery. All right, man. We'll take a look at the standings one more time. We should go over these while we have an opportunity. So, Neglected of Nuffle and a Minor Matter have been knocked out. Is that really what Nuffle chose? Man, sometimes Nuffle... Man, so anyway, I was in awe of Nuffle's choice of Titanic Flute. But yeah, the last two teams have been eliminated. They won't be able to make it to the top 4 cut. Everybody else is still in it. Top 6 currently are looking pretty good. It's Dead Man's Party, Take the Wood, Take the Bad that are both really teetering on... Oh, is it too loud? I can turn it down. I can turn it down. We've been having problems with volume. Let me turn it down. All right. Let me know if that's too loud. If please God knows too loud. Hopefully that should be quieter. Let me know if that last one was too loud or not. You couldn't hear it at all? All right, I'll turn it up a little bit. We'll try that. We'll get it dialed in at some point. How's that? We'll see if that one was okay. 5%? What it? Do you know how decibels work? It's a logarithmic scale. I can't do that computation in my head. All right, I'll turn it up just a little bit. All right, we'll see if that one works. All right, it looks like both coaches are ready to go. The game with Take the Wood, Take the Bad versus Dead Man's Party, man, both those teams. Was that a bitch butt? Are you kidding? Well, that's what it's going to be for now, because I don't believe you. Take the Wood, Take the Bad versus Dead Man's Party. Both those teams absolutely need a win, or else they are eliminated as well. And even if they get a win, there's no guarantee that they can crack the top 4. Everybody else is in real good competitive contention. We'll head on over to Cabal TV. I think that's his name, right? That's his name? Yeah, War Horseman. All right, we'll see if that works out here. I don't know why. I always think I spell people's names wrong and then it'll never show up in Cabal TV. Oh man, just 2 weeks left. Claffy says, I told you I would spend the whole stream doing nothing but playing off audio. Well, you know what? That's why it's there, and I appreciate the bits. Thank you very much. So I actually have, I have it tracked out to 2 separate tracks, right? I have the one that goes to the stream and one that goes to me, and I've turned mine down a little bit. So I'm trying to monitor both, or I'm trying to navigate both so that I can hear it and that you can hear it and that there's not an echo. There we go. I think that's good for me. Tini Esperanto says, you need to make these worth more bits. It's great. Well, thank you very much. All right. Click on search a couple times. You know what? I'll just put in Artificial Bunny's name. Why not? SB Beaver says, then how are we going to flood the stream? You're going to get another job. Artificial Bunny, War Horseman. All right, let's try this again. They might not even be set up yet, but I see them in Discord. Wow. Still not ready to go. Man, I wonder what's going on. I wonder if they're conspiring against the rest of the league. They're saying, hey, you know what? If we are cool to each other this week, we can maximize the damage we do to everybody else in the Chaos Cup. All right, looks like they're ready to go. Teeny Esperanto says, okay, spend the bits, guys. Yes, spend the bits. SP Beaver says he's looking into the wizard, I hope. There is no way on earth he's going to pick up a wizard. No fame advantage for either side in this game. Dead even on fame, so the kickoff event table is going to be a pure crapshoot with the exception of cheering fans. That'll go in favor of a minor matter since they have one cheerleader. They're going to be on defense. Neglected of Nuffle are going to be on offense first. They would have preferred defense. Actually, I don't know if they would have preferred defense. Four-man defensive line for Artificial Bunny. War Horseman going with a three-man Elven defense. They're going to get blocked. Oh, man. They've got to put at least three on the line. If he's going to dodge them all out, doesn't quite matter where he puts them. Clypheus approves. He's got the two journeymen in the right wide zone right now. That's going to make him weak in the right wide zone. Putting a lot of players at the line. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Lots of players at the line. All right, let's go. Here's the kickoff. And there's that cheering fans. Minor Matter gets an extra TRR this half. They were favored on that kickoff event due to having the cheerleader in the first place. 4 TRRs, a whopping 4 for Artificial Bunny. Neglected of Nuffle almost received that kick. That meant they wouldn't have had to roll for the pickup, but now they do. Turn 1 underway. SP Beaver lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to just a measly 99%. SP Beaver says all that AG4 didn't help with the catch. That was his thrower, too. They can't really catch, but they can pick up, so that's all right. Wow, and you can see War Horseman going in aggressive again. He's marking all of these goblins. He's going to have one blitz to take. Probably not going to block anybody on the line. Whoa. Went for the ball pickup right out of the bat. Failed it. Had to spend the TRR. Oh, man. All right. Now he's going to move that ball carrier forward. But now he has to be careful with what actions he takes. Neglected of Nuffle down to 2 TRRs. If he would have picked up the ball last, he could have failed that pickup and then not had to spend the TRR. The ball would have been relatively safe and he could have tried again next turn. SP Beaver says, what's that about being able to pick up? Yeah, well, sometimes it doesn't work out. Cleffy says, elf teams could never pick up the ball anymore. It's true, man. It's true. Don't remind us. It's hurtful. Blitz! 2-die blitz on the... I'm sorry, 3-die blitz on the number 5 Goblin. Gets the pal. Good hit. Follows up. Good follow-up. Goblins with a strength of 2 are no match for these elves with a strength of 3. Life is cheering for both the offense and the defense. He wants everyone to die. Everyone to die. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. There's a cage over in the left wide zone. Ball carriers safe and sound here in the backfield. Really stupid roll failed for the troll. That troll is done for the turn. Goblin stands back up. He sent... Wow, look at this. Look at all these marks. He is not afraid to go toe-to-toe. Got to be careful here. He's left this Skaven lineman a hole to run through. Goblin can follow suit. All these goblins are stunty and have dodge, so making dodges, usually no sweat for them. 2-die block on the right side of the line. This will be a good hit against the number 8 journeyman lineman. I guess journeymen are always linemen. Cleffy says, brave, brave, Sir Goblin. War Horseman did not pick up the apothecary either, so he kept all the money in the treasury. He must have that injured... Yeah, there's the number 10 injured lineman as well. AG of 3. There's a big, big difference between AG3 and AG4. There's that Skaven. Ran down the hole and now has marked the thrower. You can see the Skaven here has animosity. All these Skaven players on an Underworld team have animosity towards the Goblins. If a Skaven player on an Underworld team ever tries to give the ball to a Goblin, they have to roll a die, and if they fail the roll, then they're just so disgusted by the Goblins that they refuse to give the ball to the Goblins. SP Beaver says, can you block then pass? You cannot. 2-die block at this, I'm going to call it a cage. Wow, he really wanted the knockdown. Spent the TRR, got the knockdown with double pals. Sidestep in play. War Horseman's going to get to choose where he gets pushed. Remember, he doesn't have to get pushed behind him. Yeah, and he gets a free forward movement out of this by getting pushed forward. He's going to get stunned, but he's okay with that. Elves are generally okay with these stuns. If you're not taken off the pitch, it's a win. One die block in the right wide zone. Took it with the Goblin. He'll follow up. He won't follow up. He wants to keep Goblin free. He's going to take another one die block, it looks like. Nope. He says, no, thank you. Turn 2 now. Back to Neglected of Nuffle. Currently marked by the Skaven lineman. Chauvel. My apologies. Chauvel. Used to be a big player in Skaven Hollywood. Decided to get into Blood Bowl. He wanted to show people that he could play sports too. Blitz right out of the gate. 2-die blitz. Gets a hit. Well done. 8+. Gets the injury. Does he get it? He's not going to get taken off the pitch. Doesn't get the injury. He still gets to move that blitzer. When you take a blitz action, it's basically a block and a move all in one. The block counts as one of your movement spaces, but otherwise you can move, block, and then continue moving. Is he going to continue to move this blitzer? I think he does. Nope, he's not going to. He's going to move. Wow! He's going to move the catcher down pitch, going to threaten the pass. If he moved this blitzer, he'd be in pretty decent shape for a half cage on the left wide zone. I'm sorry, on the left sideline. You can go with a half cage, of course, because there aren't spaces on the other side, so you are naturally protected. But electing to just throw players down pitch, and you'll see Elves do this a lot. Clive says, man, he wants to score in 3 turns. He does. Elves can score in 2 turns easy. Neglected of Nuffle looking to score in 3. Boo. Cleffy says, no, it's not elves that throw players down pitch. It's the troll that throws players down the pitch. Moves an elf up to mark the Skaven thrower and the goblin. The goblin's going to lend the assist here. That's going to be a 2-die block against this lineman. These marks are really aggressive. Oh man, this is a tough position to be in. He's going to go for the pass. Good pass. Good reception. He's going to have to protect this ball carrier now. Steam Shovel, the level 2 Skaven thrower, has got an easy block. It'll be a 2-die block after the Skaven thrower will block down this lineman. The goblin can move in for the assist, and then the Skaven thrower, yeah, he's not even gonna take the block first. Fair enough. And then he can get a 2-die block on the ball carrier here. If he says didn't throw to the catcher, SP Beaver says, does he have to? Catcher might have been a long pass. I didn't measure it. Whoa! What's going on? So, electing not to blitz the thrower. Instead, he's marking the number 4 catcher. Sending that troll all the way down the pitch. You rarely see the troll move so far in a turn. Only as an MA of 4, typically they're tied up and they're moving maybe 1 or 2 spaces a turn. Spends all 4 to mark the injured lineman. Here's the blitz. All right, now he's going to take the blitz. 2-die blitz, gets a push, spends the reroll, wanted the knockdown, got it, and an injury out of it. Well done by Artificial Bunny. Two-die blitz, said, nope, I'm spending the TRR, I am knocking you down. Got the both down result, but because he is a blitzer, he has the block skill, and it's safe for him. Good, man. You know, I was questioning this just 2 actions ago, but good movement order by Artificial Bunny here. He's now got 3 players with tackle zones on the ball. He got the players that were least risky to move first into position. Then he took his die rolls. Wow, man, what a good play. And I questioned him for moving out the goblin, and he said, no, Ava, I got this. Let me show you how to play Blood Bowl. Moved in the other gobbo for an assist. Really good turn by Artificial Bunny there. And now, turn 3, back to the neglected of Nuffle. Can they get this ball back? 1, 2 free players on the pitch at the moment. SP Beaver lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to 99%. What is War Horseman going to do? Is he gonna YOLO after this ball? He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 3 dodges, a -2 dodge, a -3. Double skulls! Has to spend a TRR. Oh, so he did that with a blitzer. He had a both down result and a push. He went for the push instead of the knockdown. The knockdown would have been positive for him because he has the block skill. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I don't know if he wanted to get into position or if he just didn't see it. We do need a hero. Let's go, Elven Hero. Let's go, number 4 catcher. You got this. 3 dodges, no problem. -3 dodge, says who? I've seen Saurus's dodge. Oh, no. You take the -3 dodge, you never take the GFI. Gets injured on the GFI attempt. And now, 2-man player advantage for a minor matter. They're going to take some blocks, and then they're going to try to pick this ball up. I imagine the Goblin's going to come in for the assist on the catcher. No. Maybe this Goblin will come in for the assist on the catcher. Who's to say, really? SB Beaver says GFIs are the worst. Takes the block with the troll. Works out. Do you follow up? Probably not. Decides to. Fair enough. If the ball's going to move in this direction, that just moves the troll slightly out of position. And being so slow, you want to make sure you maximize your moves. But this is fine too. You're tying up 2 players. Not bad at all. SB Beaver says pick it up with the troll. No, I don't think so. A minor matter on turn 3. Nothing's been happening over here in the right wide zone. All these players content to just play Uno over on the right side of the pitch. Picks the ball up with Skaven Blitzer. Decided not to get it in the hands of the Skaven thrower. He could still hand off. Probably not going to at this point. The Skaven thrower is marked. Cleffy says, are there any big guys with AG3? Is the Minotaur AG3? I'm not sure. 40 seconds to play in turn 3. A minor matter, almost with a cage set up. It looks like that's what he's going to elect to do instead. But he says Minotaur is AG2. But I don't know. I don't think so. $18 seconds left. He's probably going to dodge somebody out to fill in the cage. Yeah, and he's going to use the number 11 Goblin to do it. So now he's got his cage. He's marked on one corner of the cage right now. That's an easy 2-die blitz. Well, I shouldn't say easy. War Horseman would have a dodge to make it a 2-die block, but he could do it. Neglected of Nuffle with just 1 TRR left. Artificial Bunnies burned through 2 of his 4. Cleffy says, were either of the injured players journeymen? No. The 2 journeymen are over here, just hanging out, playing Pinochle. They really like card games over there. First action of the turn is going to be a 2-die blitz with the number 7 Elven Lineman. He's going to get a good hit on this poor Goblin. Now there's a tackle zone on the ball carrier. Blitz has been spent. Currently has a 1-die block on both Skaven throwers. He can try to make this a 2-die block. He's going to go for the dodge first. Does he spend the TRR? It's his final TRR. He's thinking about it, not doing it. Spends his final TRR, fails the dodge, and that's it. Final turn of the first quarter coming up. No TRRs left for War Horseman and Neglected of Nuffle. They are neglected indeed. Leffy says, I wonder where that elf was going. I have no idea. I don't know. 2-die block. This is by the ball carrier. Gets a push. He's fine with that. Decides not to follow up. That gives the ball carrier space to move. He didn't take the blitz, so he won't be able to move with the ball carrier. And the ball's going to stay put on this turn. SPB says maybe he was going to add a tackle zone to the cage. Maybe so. Good dodge by the number 9 Goblin. 2-die block on the number 10 injured lineman by the Troll. He's going to push and follow up and set up for the Surf. Did he move the Goblin in position to take the 1-die block? He's going to take the 1-die block back in no man's land. They're playing backgammon back here. Cliffy says, I wonder if those 4 players off the side are ever going to do anything. Oh! You called them out! They were like, you interrupted their Uno game. And they were like, man, now we got to play Blood Bowl. Way to go, Clypheus. Good block by the number 2 Skaven Blitzer. I think the Goblin moves up to mark. Yes, indeed. Does he take the 1-die block with the Skaven Thrower? He's going to take the 2-die block on the number 4 catcher. Both down results. Oh, and it didn't go his way. He got stunned. The number 2 thrower, Steam Shovel, is going to be out for a turn. Second quarter begins. Neglected of Nuffle. No TRRs left. Action order is more critical than ever at this point. 1 bad die roll out of order means it is a turnover, and you could very well find yourself basically losing a turn. So it's critical that he takes the actions in order of least risky to most risky. He wants to get as many actions out of a turn as he can. Cleffy says, well, that elf has to blitz either way, so it's not that big of a problem for Artificial Bunny. Oh, what do you do? What do you do here? Probably block the Goblin, blitz with the Blitzer? Block the Goblin, block the Goblin, and then blitz with the Blitzer, I would say. Can you make it a 2-die blitz somehow? Can you make, yes, no. Man, might have to be a 1-die blitz. 1-die blitz is not, oh, it's actually 50-50, it's straight up. Because it's a blitzer with the ball. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what you do. Clypheus is praying to Nuffle. He's praying hard to Nuffle. Just 24 seconds left for War Horseman here. Takes the 2-die block over in the right wide zone. Gets a push. Follows up. But now this Journeyman's in danger of taking a 2-die block coming back. 2-die block against the number 6 Skaven Thrower. Good hit. Follows up. 13 seconds. Oh no, what did the Blitzer do? Oh, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You try to dodge and fail the dodge. Tried to dodge. Oh, this would be. Oh, man. I would have taken the block on the Goblin. Tried to dodge, failed the dodge. And now turn 5 for a minor matter. They've got wide open daylight to run down, and they're going to do just that. They'll set up the cage at mid-pitch, and they'll find most of Neglected of Nuffle behind the cage. Clypheus says, always take blocks. Far more important than that ball thing. Why is that ball even in the game? What does it do? Oh no, was that a failed Goblin GFI? You know the odds. 900%. That's a lot of hundreds of percent. Had to spend the TRR. Now caged up at mid-pitch. 1 TRR left for a minor matter. S. Beaver says, I thought the lineman in the back by the troll would have GFI blitzed. This guy? Oh no, failed the really stupid roll. Was looking for the surf on the injured lineman. The lineman with the broken neck. He might have had his head snapped cleaned off if he got surfed off the pitch. Good block by the Skaven Blitzer. And now this cage is nice and secure. He's not based with anyone else, so he doesn't have to worry about blocks coming back. The only thing that can come back at this cage is a blitz. What do you do back here? I think you just keep him tied up. Nope, he's going to go for the one die block, and it'll work out. Well done, Artificial Bunny. Like he says, that's the most secure looking cage I've seen in this game so far. Artificial Bunny in great shape here. They've managed to get Neglected of Nuffle to spend all of their TRRs. Neglected of Nuffle's team is almost entirely behind the ball, almost entirely marked as well. There's a couple of players that aren't marked, but two of them are prone, so they're going to lose 3 MA apiece just to stand up. Leffy says, how will your players, I mean the other team's players, get injured without constantly blocking? 2-die block of the Goblin is going to be a dodge push. That was by the number 11 Journeyman. SP Beaver says, what's that saying? You miss 100% of the blocks you don't take. Yeah, and you also stay on your feet 100% of the time when you don't take a block. Lots of marks on this cage. He's going to try to collapse this cage on the next turn, but Artificial Bunny is going to have one turn to try to do something to get out of it. Look at that. Neglected of Nuffle going in hard against this cage. The problem with caging up with these goblins is they're only strength 2. So even if this player wasn't here marking this goblin, for instance, this mark right here by the number 6 Blitzer is just a 1-die, would just have been a 1-die block coming back. But now it's not even that. It's still an uphill block. War Horseman moves the down lineman, number 3, over to play some D, covering against the lineman. Here comes the 1-die blitz on the ball carrier. He gets a clean hit out of it. Oh my goodness. He's gonna get a chain push, and he gets a KO. Well done. Wow. Good marks. Gets the block, gets the POW, chain push to a KO. Well done by War Horseman. The ball's going to scatter back to the 6-yard line. Neglected of Nuffle moves the number 10 lineman back behind the ball. 3 turns left for a minor matter to try to grab this ball back and try to score on the half that is not theirs to score on. 2-die block. Man. That was the only block of consequence he could take on this number 5 Blitzer. Got a both standing results. Oh no. Oh no! He tried to dodge out the Goblin. Oh man. Failed on the dodge. Got the free reroll. Failed on that too. And now, Neglected of Nuffle have turned it around. They're going to get a 2-die block on the number 10 Goblin for sure. Get a 2-die block on the number 8 Goblin. And then, then they can take a 2-die block on the number 5 Goblin. Then they're free to pick up this ball. SB Beaver says, why are these elves the bashiest team we have in the league? Oh, be careful of that catcher. Don't. You don't have to throw it. You don't have to throw it. Looks like he's going to set up for a throw. He needs to take the blocks first. Doesn't have the TRRs left. He's got to take these blocks to make it a positive dodge here. With an AG of 4, that's a 2+ dodge. That means only a 1 would fail, but he's got to take out all these players, which he can do. Cleffy says, I'm not sure why he did that first. He could have thrown a short pass and then run to the end zone. Indeed. That's a That's a mistake a lot of coaches early in their career make. It's hard to see. You think, I need to get down pitch, right? You think big plays, like big NFL plays. Throw the receiver down pitch. Go for the long pass. But the action order works out a little differently. Like, you want to do the short pass if you can, and then run down pitch. 2-die block. Good hit on the number 8 Goblin. That's one block. Well, that's an inconsequential block. He's got 3 blocks to go. He's got 36 seconds left. Oh, man. He went for the pickup with the Journeyman. Oh, wow. Ah! Journeyman doesn't quite matter anymore as they don't have any TRRs to lose. Oh, boy. He's going for the long pass. Going for the long pass. Failed interception. Inaccurate pass. It gets thrown out of bounds. And gets thrown right back to where it was. Turn 7 for a minor matter. The crowd said, no, you're not getting out of this. Do it again. A minor matter, trying to get on this ball. If they want to score on this half, they got to get somebody in scoring position. Technically, the number 4 Skaven lineman is currently in scoring position. He probably wants to get somebody a little more favorable down pitch if he can. Maybe throw an assistant on here so he can take the 2-die blitz for the number 4 Skaven lineman, perhaps? Ball pickup with the thrower. Sure Hands works out. Sure Hands gives you a free reroll on the pickup. Now what do? Do you just keep it in hand, or do you try to pass? Or try to hand off, or something? Man, I don't know. That's a bad... Man, I don't know. I don't know. SP Beaver says punt it. That's an option too. You can punt. Punts in Blood Bowl are basically throws that, instead of throwing to a person, you just throw it to an empty space. You still have to pass you still have to succeed on the pass roll. It's a pass mechanically. It's just you're not choosing a receiver. You're choosing an empty space to throw the ball to. Consequently, punts always result in a turnover. Well, punts usually result in a turnover because they won't be caught. Spends the TRR. Whoa. Ooh. Tried to throw it back to the number 12 Skaven thrower. SPV says a throw is likely to be intercepted. Not that likely. Interceptions are tough. But yes, interceptions are just another die roll that has to happen. So you want to try to avoid them if you can. SB Weaver says a tree can intercept. Just watch your intro. 2-die block on the number 10. Goblin is a push. Final turn, turn 8 for Neglected of Nuffle. Final turn of this half. He's got to get this ball into the end zone. How do you do it? You got to go after it. That's not going to be an assist. He doesn't... Oh, boy, I don't know what to do. So he's tying up the troll. I think you just got to go for it. I think you got to be a wood elf and have leap. That's what you need to do. Neglected of Nuffle's still going for these marks, but he's got to go after the ball. Oh, no! No! He picked it up with the catcher, and now he's not going to be able to score. He's just looking to prevent a minor matter from scoring. Lost a scoring opportunity by picking up the catcher. Nobody else is in scoring position. He says, yoink, I'm just taking that ball. You're not getting it. 2-die block. Good hit against the number 10 Goblin. Really wants to take that Goblin off the pitch. Gets a stun. It's not going to matter. What do you think? Do you take the 1-die block back here? 2-die block on the number 9 Goblin, Shale. Like he says, absolutely you take blocks. You take this 1-die block, you think? I mean, that's rolling dice, man. That's just straight up putting your fate in Nuffle's hands. You're both AV7, you're both unskilled. Just like that. Took the 1-die block, got the both down result, and he got a smash collarbone. Oh no! Final turn of the first half. 3 injured elves, not even knocked out, injured. Cliffy says, was that a journeyman? Nope. Both journeymen are still in the pitch. 2-die blitz. It's going to work out through the block skill. Oh, I think you foul at this point. Foul that lineman. Can you foul somebody better? Can you foul somebody better? Ninja Gloppy demanded death. Death to collarbones. Who needs them? Good block by the thrower. Gets a stun. Stun doesn't matter. 2-die block by the troll. Clean hit on the injured lineman. Is he going to get injured anymore? Nope. Blitz has been spent. He has a foul. Does he take any of these blocks? Probably not. I think you go for the foul on the number 3 lineman at this point. You're up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's going to take it on whoever this person is. Number 10 lineman? Gets a stun. Didn't matter, but he doesn't get called off the pitch. Yeah, that's a good play. So when you're up 2 players, go for the foul. Go for the foul. Because fouls, every assist on a foul is a +1 to the armor roll. So you can take out high armor players with fouls very effectively. And low armor players, it's almost a no-brainer. Like, you're almost always going to get an injury out of that. I think that's going to do it for the half. Really nothing else to do. Yeah. So 0-0 at the half. Neglected of Nuffle tried to score. The ball changed hands a few times. Both teams just couldn't get it in the end zone. The knocked out Underworld player will not come back, so it's going to be a 2-man player advantage for a minor matter. It'll be 10v8 on 10v8. 10v8 on the pitch. 2 of those players on the pitch are still journeymen, so they have the loner skill. All the TRRs are going to come back. Each team has 3 TRRs a pop. Oh! Wait a minute. Neglected of Nuffle must have dipped into his treasury and picked up a 3rd TRR. He only had 2. So he had some extra team training that he picked up. Who's the best? Who's the best? Cliffy says if you can give that troll guard or something, that would be very helpful for a relatively low TV team. When I play humans, I like to have an ogre, and I almost always pick up guard as my first skill on the ogre. It's so helpful. If you can have a passive skill on someone who's already risky to roll dice with, that's great. Cliffy says journeymen are the best. They're the best for being willing to go out on the pitch when nobody cares about them. No love for the journeyman, except by Clypheus. 3-man line for War Horseman. Again, he doesn't group up these elves. That means, well, typically it would mean they get blocked down, but probably not with all these goblins on the pitch. A minor matter is probably going to hold back 2 Skavens to receive. That leaves 2 Skaven left. Pulling out the troll? What? He's like, you know what? Everybody goes back to the reserve box. Free-man line for a minor matter. Here we go. Clifey says, after games, I feed them to the Minotaurs. That is, in fact, allowed under league rules. You can feed your journeyman to your big guys. Cheering fans yet again. A minor matter is going to pick up an extra TRR. That cheerleader working out for them. Wow. What a kick as well for a minor matter. Cleffy says, can you put players in the reserve box and field less than 11? No, if you can't. Oh, good KO by a minor matter. They're now up 3 players. No, you must field at least 11 if you can. If you can't, then you must field as many as possible. Troll fails the really stupid roll, and now we might not see any blocks on the line. Goblin moves back to protect the ball. Looks like he's going to set up a cage. I am less inclined to cage up with an Underworld team like this, at least not at these TVs, and more inclined to play them a little more, I'm going to say elfy, a little more elfy. Whereas I might go with I might go with like a little protective screen, throw some players down pitch, open up holes, and if I can't open a hole, and chuck the ball, or chuck a goblin. 2-die block on the left side of the line. He is going to take the block. He got the assist in. Cleffy says, stop throwing elves down the pitch. They don't have right stuff. 2-die block was a push result. He's going to push him away. Gets that lineman off the cage. Definitely doesn't want this cage marked with these low strength goblins on it. So good cage setup. Turn 9 for Neglected of Nuffle. Cleffy says, if you throw an elf down the pitch, does it have a chance of being eaten by random wandering trolls? That would be awesome. They're too nimble for that. They're too agile. Marks the front left corner of the cage with the number 10 injured lineman. He's also marked by the goblin, so it would have been a positive block coming back. But now he has moved the number 11 journeyman up to the front of the cage as well, marking the front 2 players of the cage. Mark the back of the cage, getting super, super aggressive. Continuing to play this elven team super aggressively. Still has his blitz to take. Where's he going to take it? Do you take the 2-die blitz on the goblin here? Or here? Cleffy says super, super aggressive is the name of the game for agility coaches in our league. What are you talking about? I've been nothing but delicate. Yeah, he's going to take the 2-die block on the front right corner of the cage, gets a dodge push out of it. He's going to follow up here, indeed. Puts him at risk of a 2-die block coming back, but I think he needed to follow up. Cleffy says, whereas the lizard teams go with dodge plays that work out all day long. I mean, the Saurus double dodge is maybe the highlight of the week for me. Or last week. I guess it was last week. Good block on the right side of the line. SB Beaver says, why worry about getting injured? They give you free elves at the start of all the games. They're not free. They count against your TV. Don't be jealous. We elves are proud people. We love the game of Blood Bowl. We're all taught at a young age to make ourselves available for our local Blood Bowl teams. Turn 10 for a minor matter. Three of the four corners of the cage have been marked. One has been pushed back a little bit. Is he going to take the blitz with the ball carrier? We'll see. First up is the 2-die block with the troll. He's going to get a push. Follows up. Two-die block. Took it with the number 10 Goblin. You don't see a two-die Goblin block every day, and you get a stun out of it. Well done. What a good stun. Ball carrier is now free, but there's still some blocks to take before he decides on a position to move. He's got to block at least the journeyman if he wants to move down center pitch. Doesn't have to outblock anybody if he wants to move down the left side of the pitch. He can cage up with a half cage on the left sideline, but, you know, you got to take the blocks first, see what happens. Under a minute play in turn 10 for a minor matter. We're going to mark the number 11 journeyman. Fifey says he just needs to take all the blocks, forget the ball, and punch the elves. I think he wants to score. Good block by the blitzer. Gets a stun. When you win in Blood Bowl, you get a couple of advantages for winning the game. It doesn't just give you points for the competition and your standings, but winning in Blood Bowl gives you a chance to increase your fan factor. Whenever you win, there's a chance that you'll gain more fans. And winning in Blood Bowl means if you don't like your winnings, you roll a d6 to see how much money you win at the end of a game. When you're the winner, if you don't like your winnings, you can elect to re-roll that die. So even when you're in a game that maybe doesn't matter for the competition, there's still very good reason to try to win a game. SB Beaver says 6 more elves to go, and he can go anywhere without dodging. Someone asked this earlier, and I didn't answer it. What happens if a team gets tabled? In other words, what happens if all 11 players are taken off the pitch? Well, then they're all taken off the pitch. The game continues to play like normal. They're taken off the pitch. Once the drive's over with a touchdown, then, or at the end of the half, then the game continues like normal. Any knocked out players will get their rolls, and then you'll set up for a new drive. Turn 10 for neglected of Nuffle. 1 knocked out player, 3 injuries so far. They're down 4 players. Seven, 10 versus 7 at the moment. Three-man player advantage for Artificial Bunny. Neglected of Nuffle still has all 3 TRRs. SP Beaver says, what was the lowest we got down to? Was it 2 or 3 players starting the kickoff? I don't remember, but we got down to 1 player on the pitch earlier in the competition. Good dodge, but he spent the TRR there. He's got no TRRs left for the turn. TRRs are very powerful. Team rerolls let you reroll any die you want. You can only ever reroll a die once. So if, say, you had the catch skill, and that gives you a free reroll, you can use the catch skill to get a free reroll, but that's it. You can't reroll a die more than once. But anything that doesn't have sort of a built-in free reroll due to a skill or something, you can spend a team reroll on. And that changes the odds significantly for dice rolls, and that makes things much more safer than they might otherwise be. Good stun on Mud. Failed dodge. He doesn't have the TRR. The example I always use is the 50-50 coin flip, right? The 50-50 coin flip or the 4+ die roll. If you only get one opportunity to flip that coin, it's a 50-50 shot. But if you get two opportunities to flip a coin and get, say, heads, then it's a 75% chance. So TRRs are very strong, and they can inform your action order and your decisions that you make in a turn. Clefus has so many stuns. Blood Bowl is a game of luck mitigation. There's lots of die rolls, and you want to make sure that you're rolling the minimal amounts, and whenever you roll them, you are maximizing your odds. Conversely, you want to make sure that your opponent is rolling lots of dice, and you are increasing or decreasing his odds of success. New coaches often make the mistake. They go, "Oh, Blood Bowl is it's just all dice. It's just all luck." But there are so many decisions to make that it's not all luck. It's you'll see good coaches win time and time again. I saw a coach with a 70% win rate with halflings, which is magic. That's magic. He says, "What? Why would I want to roll fewer dice? How else are you supposed to knock down your opponents?" Yes, sir. Artificial Bunny and a Minor Matter are going to move this cage down pitch. Probably not going to put anybody in front of the cage. I don't think he has to either. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, good use of that goblin, just in case this number 7 lineman got frisky and tried to get on the ball carrier. I think that ball's pretty well secured at this point. 24 seconds to play for a Minor Matter. They're in great shape. They have all 4 TRRs. Both halves of the game, they got an extra TRR due to their cheerleader. Blitz. Takes the blitz on the injured lineman. 1 die blitz. Works out. Made it a blitz because he wants to move this blitzer. Where does the blitzer move? Moves him to the back of the faux cage, and that'll be it. Turn 11 back to Neglected of Nuffle. I don't know what you do as the Neglected of Nuffle. I think you put your fate in the hands of Nuffle at this point. But you are the Neglected of Nuffle. Nuffle does not hear your prayers. Stands up the journeyman. Stands up the number 7 lineman. Oh, I decided not to blitz with this lineman. I would have just gone for it. I would have gone for the blitz. All right, what do you do now? You still have the blitz on the table. Do you start thinking about fouling? Do you say, you know what? I give up. You want to score, score. Clefus hoping for that uphill block. I was hoping for it too. Takes the 1 die block on the troll. Only gets a push. It's great when you can take out a big guy, but it's so hard to do. He's got an AV of 9. Even if you can get the strength to make that a 2 die block like he did, he's going to try it again. Gets the knockdown. You got to get a 10 plus to injure him. And then you have to hope it's something more than a stun. Good knockdown. I would rather go after the players that are easy to take off the pitch. Things like goblins with an AV of 7. Or in fact, elves. 30 seconds to play. I don't think there's anybody left on the pitch to do anything with, unless he wants to move the catcher, which I think you probably do. No, he decides not to. Looks like he's just going to go after that troll. SP Beaver says still has plenty of turns to tie it after the score here. And Clyphia says, yeah, just GFI and you'll easily get more players off the pitch. I don't think a minor matter needs a score. Yeah, I think he can stall. He is in such great shape right now. Minor matter. Going to move the foe cage down to just shy of the end zone. Is he going to cover the corners? Maybe one corner? Maybe this corner? Nope. He's feeling safe and secure. He's going to block down the number 7 line. He's got a 1-die block right now. Might make it a 2-die blitz. Now he's got a 1-die block on the journeyman as well. Here comes the blitz. Yeah, 2-die blitz on the number 7 lineman. Gets a good hit out of it. And he gets an injury. Well done. What is that, a 4-man player advantage now? This is the downfall. This is why elves don't like to play aggressively typically, man. They're just so fragile. We make our armor out of paper mache. It's tradition. Clivey says it's lucky. Losing that player has 5 SPP, that'd be an issue. SPP says, okay, maybe he stalls until turn 16 with this player advantage. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he needs to score at all. Especially when you're against an elven team. Elves can score in two TDs. In two turns. So if you can stall, generally you want to. 2-die block against this troll. He's going hard against this troll. Looks like he might even be trying to set up a foul on the troll. But you know what? Now, fouling the troll, not a bad idea. Because every assist you get is a +1 on breaking armor. Gonna take the 2-die block on the goblin. Gets a dodge push out of it. Probably won't follow up if he's looking to foul. Nope, he followed up. So if he does foul, this blitzer will not land an assist because he's in the tackle zone of an opponent. Blitz has been spent. Yeah, here comes that foul. 2 assists on the foul. Gets a stun out of it. I think that's good effort. You can only foul once a turn, so this lineman can't foul again. Now he's going to pull this lineman over and allow this journeyman to take a 2-die block. Good. Good work. Good work by the neglected Nuffle. Didn't get anything out of that block, but that's good play. Good play. Fourth quarter begins. A minor matter has the ball well in hand. The score is 0-0. But there's really not a whole lot Warhorseman can do to try to get this ball. I think you force the TD. I think you dodge out, and if he lets you, you take those uphill blocks. You force him to score, and give you back the ball with enough time to try to tie this game up. Blitz coming up. 2-die blitz. Gets a push. Spends the TRR. Why not? Good block on the number 6 blitzer. He has sidestep, so Warhorseman gets to choose where he goes. He's going to push him back with his buddies. Blitzer's not going to follow up. Does he have movement left? He does, but he'd have to dodge out if he wants to move, so he's probably fine where he is. SP Beaver says, I tend to agree. He needs to somehow force him into a score, but it will be rough. It will, but I think he's got to do it. One player left unless he's going to blitz, or unless he's going to dodge the blitzer, which I don't think he is. The Goblin could dodge, but he's going to elect not to. Turn 13 to Neglected a Nuffle. I think you got to get a. I think you got to get a player down pitch. I think you take a blitz with the lineman, one of these two linemen. Take a blitz and then move him down pitch. Lifey says, if Nuffle is with you, even the craziest Vloops play can succeed. The Vloops plays are calculated with complicated, super scientific math. Failed dodge. Decided not to take the blitz. Spent the TRR on the loner, and the loner skill triggered, so he lost the TRR and didn't get to spend it after all. Warhorse went down to 1 TRR. He was looking to hit the player down pitch to try to force the score. If he would have made this a blitz first, it was a 2-die blitz against the Goblin. He would have got a free movement out of it on the push, provided it wasn't, well, he wasn't skilled, so it would have been a push. So he would have got a free movement on the push, and then he could have spent the rest of his 6 MA just moving down pitch. Maybe even GFI to mark these two. I don't know. Do something. Flyface says, yeah, GFI! What could go wrong? 3 turns left in this game, a minor matter. Looking to put some hurt on. 2-die block, clean hit, got the POW on the journeyman. Flyface graciously lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to 99%. Troll fails the really stupid roll on the blitz, so the blitz is gonna get wasted. Fluffy says, is there any elf that can get the ball this next turn? No. Two-die block coming up on the number on the injured journeyman. Oh, do you take the both down result? I might have taken both down result. Gonna take a push instead. A minor matter with one goblin left. Oh, he's just gonna score. Wow! Boring Augur scores 1-0 now to a minor matter. Is that 2 turns left for Neglected of Nuffle? It might be 3. We'll see. I think it's 2. SP Beaver says it's 3. Skaven Blitzer not coming back onto the pitch. Oh my goodness. Look at all those dead and injured elf. Knocked out elf not coming on the pitch as well. 4-man player advantage for a minor matter. Oh, just 6 players on the pitch for War Horseman. He's got 3 turns to score. That's plenty of turns if he wasn't down so many players. Minor matter taking advantage of this situation. 5-man line on defense. SP Beaver says elves only need 2 players to score. I mean, it's true. I think at this point your blitzer is your you have a catcher. I guess your catcher is your catcher. Problem is, on getting blocked down, the blitzer has the block skill. It's nice. I say one back to receive. Go heavy. Both blitzers and a catcher to one side. Let's go. Down to a 4-man defensive line. 3-man line. For a minor matter. Spreading out the defensive tackles now. 2 Skavens on the line. Neglected of Nuffle. So you can see this is, yeah, that's what you do. You can see this defense is spread thin. He does have 2 safeties. I think he sticks, 2 players in the wide zone, maybe not on the sideline. It's a little scary. Pull this player back so that he's not in a tackle zone. And then you have 3 free players. You can blitz with a blitzer, knock down a goblin, set up the half cage. Then you can pick up the ball with whoever's receiving, pass it to the catcher, and then the catcher can move and be protected by the half cage. I think that's what you do. Well, he's going to receive with the catcher instead. I think that's fine. But he needs 3 players free. He needs to put 2 players in one of these wide zones, probably the left wide zone. Oh, he can't. It's got to be 2 players. All right, so 1 player can be here. But then I think he just shifts everybody. He shift your line to the left. Oh, he could have got the 2-die block out of it. Here's the kickoff. And the weather. Man, the weather's been changing from nice to nice a lot in this competition. Hoping for a touchback. Didn't get it. What a great kick by a minor matter. Oh, he's going to go for the pickup right off the bat. Oh, it's a good pickup. But now what do you do? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Is he going to go for the throw? Oh, no. Oh, no. Cliffy says Hank the Ranger would hate the weather. I don't think you go for the throw here. I think you just hold on the ball. If he would have set up his line right here, 1, 2, 3, or even just 1, 2, he could have got a 2-die block. What am I talking about? The trolls mark. What am I talking about? He's fine. He's fine. So he's still got the blitz. Ah! Man! He's still got the blitz. I'll take it here. He'll get the push. Doesn't follow up. That's good. That's a smart move to get this blitzer to continue moving. But now the blitzer's by his lonesome. Oh, the blitzer's not going to move. He doesn't follow up. He doesn't keep moving with the blitzer. Oh, lots of marks. Lots of marks. I don't think this is what he wanted. Ideally, he would have got the cage with the 2 blitzers, or maybe a blitzer and a lineman, and then a blitzer as a receiver. Doesn't actually need the cage just yet, but he'd have all 3 players to set up that cage when he needs it. There's still 2 safeties, and they're Skaven with a strength of 3. Good block by the troll. Cliffy says, time to shift some of the defense, I think. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Shift that defense left. Yeah, so you see, he moved a Skaven blitzer forward. What he's trying to do here is set up for the interception. So there's an overlay, like an invisible overlay on the pass. In the tabletop game, you'd lay that overlay down, and anybody under that overlay has your opponent gets to pick one of those players to try to intercept. So even though this blitzer is not directly in front of the catcher, even if this catcher were to throw straight across, this blitzer would have an opportunity to intercept. So this is a good play by minor matter. Lefty says a stun this turn is basically as good as a death for purposes of winning. Agreed. It'll basically take that player out of the game. Good block by the Skaven lineman. Very good block by the Skaven lineman. That's 3 MA taken out of 1 of 3 players. Effectively, Warhorseman's going to be down to 2, maybe down to 1. Oh, boy. He's going to get a knockdown, but he's going to get a sidestep. He'll sidestep forward. Cliffy says, have you seen the size of the rats in these parts? Terrifying. Oh, no! And he's stunned. That is super unfortunate. Neglected of Nuffle is now, he's going to have to rely on the number 6 blitzer. He's still not in scoring position. He's got blocked or dodges galore to make. He could take a positive dodge to a blitz on the goblin. I think that's what he's got to do. Yeah, this goblin's going to move forward here. It moves him back a position. I don't know. I'd probably move back some more, but there's still 3 players on the right side of the pitch. Two-die block on this poor journeyman. He gets a push. Is he going to take a 1-die block now? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe you do. Why not? Oh, it's a journeyman. I wouldn't. Not worth the trade. Turn 15. Neglected Nuffle. 2 turns left. He has to end this turn in scoring position. He has 1 standing player that has a realistic shot at it. I think what he needs to do is he needs to take the dodge blitz on the goblin. Probably wants to run the catcher up here, do the quick pass first. SP Beaver says we need a hero. We do need a hero, but it's, man, that's such a risky catch. Maybe not. Maybe you take the dodge blitz on the goblin, move him down pitch, then you move the catcher and take the little bit of a longer pass. Oh, all right, he's gonna go for the pass. Oh, good pass. Good reception. Oh boy. All right. All right, now the blitzer needs to declare a blitz first before he dodges. He has to declare the blitz. Then he can make a positive dodge to here. He can get a 2-die blitz on the number 9. Oh, he didn't declare the blitz. Didn't declare the blitz. He's gonna try to dodge through. He's not gonna do it. He said, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Tried to take 1, 2, 3. Tried to take 4 dodges. Didn't work out. Turn 16 for a minor matter. Is anybody in scoring position? Oh, they're 1 space away. I think a minor matter, well, they don't care. Nobody can score now for War Horsemen, so they don't even need to care about the ball. Clivey says, is there even a reason to try to surf this elf on the side? Absolutely there's a reason to try to surf that elf on the side. That's a catcher. That's a catcher with 6 SPP. Surf that elf. You would be negligent to not surf that elf. Oh, he's going to go for the ball anyway. All right, picked up the ball. Might want to try to get some SPP on a quick pass here. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, not going to be a quick pass. It's going to be a big old pass. Fair enough. Did a short pass instead. SP Beaver says we need a good game foul. I would love to see it. I think the blitz surf on the catcher is what you do. No, he's not going to do it. He's going to blitz the journeyman instead. Look at this good guy. Look at this kind opponent. That's just about it. I don't know if we've ever seen Artificial Bunny foul. He might not be a fouler. Yeah, Clifey says pushing him away from the troll. How nice of him. Yeah, good guy. Nice guy. Don't worry, I won't surf you. Don't worry. My troll's not going to hit you. We're good. We're all good. SP Beaver says there should be a league punishment for not fouling. Just 10 seconds left for a minor matter. Not a whole lot to do. He's going to take his block. Block on the number 10 lineman. He does. That lineman has that injury, has that broken neck, but otherwise, no injuries in this game. Takes the 1-die block in the right wide zone. Why not? Both down result. Actually, He gets a son of it. I wouldn't have done that because it's a journeyman. So the risk to you is greater than the risk to him. Final turn of the game. There's nothing Neglected and Nuffle can do. They're not going to win this game. The best they can do here is try for some SPP, try for some injuries, and then GG's. That is right. GG's. Journeyman dodge blitz. What? It's a push out of it. Go after the blitzer. Oh, he says, "Nah, I'm good." Final score of the game, 1-0. Minor Matter takes the win tonight. Congratulations to both coaches. A Minor Matter absolutely controlling, had a stranglehold on ball possession in this game. 37 successful blocks, 56% ball possession as opposed to 18% for the Neglected and Nuffle. A Minor Matter really leveraged their team well. I think the aggressiveness of Neglected and Nuffle worked against him, and he went down 5 players, I think, by the end of the game. Wow. Look at all that SPP for a Minor Matter. 15 SPP. And that's why these games matter even when you're eliminated from top 4. 15 SPP that he will be able to carry on later in the later in the season. Well done. 7 to Neglected of Nuffle. And that will be it for tonight. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave. Game 3 here in week 4 will be a big one. It is Tracksuit Mafia at Pity the Ghoul. That'll be this Saturday, February 5th at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We then have a doubleheader on Sunday to finish out the week. Dead Man's Party at Take the Wood, Take the Bad. This is, what was it called? What was it called, SPP? A bubble match. This is the bubble match. Both teams absolutely need to win if they have any hopes of trying to continue in the Chaos Cup and break into the top 4. That'll be Sunday, February 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. That will be followed up by the top table game, Knee High to Nuffle at Pip's Pippy Fan Club. That will be February 6th at 9 o'clock p.m. Pre-game starts 10 minutes before the listed time, and the stream will go live 25 minutes before that. As always, we will keep the schedules, or the schedules are already updated, but we keep the schedules updated here on Twitch, also on Twitter, and on Facebook. You can follow us there. Right there on your screen, you can see the accounts. You can go ahead and give us a follow. I hope you guys had a ton of fun tonight. I love this game. Go play Blood Bowl. You can play it in tabletop form, or you can play it on your computer via Blood Bowl 2, or even Blood Bowl 1. Blood Bowl 3, hopefully coming out some point this year. It's a super fun game. I hope you had fun tonight, and we will see you here Saturday night for Tracksuit Mafia at Pity the Ghoul. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.